The Wisconsin Historical Society marks its 175th year of collecting and preserving Wisconsin history.
As part of the celebration, the Historical Society is sharing stories of the men and women who are considered Wisconsin visionaries, changemakers, and storytellers. Angela Titus is the Assistant Deputy Director of the Wisconsin Historical Society. Hi, Angela. Welcome to Live at 4.
Hello. Nice to be here.
Good to see you. So how did you pick this group of people?
You know, we had so much fun. We decided to choose some whose names are well known and others who are less well known. It's actually a mix of really diverse stories that spans decades, profession, geography, cultural identity, and so on. And really wanted to pick stories that were uplifting. We're celebrating this year, as you mentioned. So we really wanted to provide some inspiration to everyone around the state.
And that's why it was important to tell these stories, for the inspiration?
Yeah, I think so. You know, a few reasons. Some of these figures have played really pivotal roles, but their names are not often heard. And others are better known, but maybe people will learn something new about them. And, you know, I think to understand the past fully, we need to really collect and share all of the perspectives on what might have happened. I think it's so important in helping us understand why certain things might be happening today, how something may have been handled in the past, and what the results were. So for a number of reasons, we think it's really important to share these stories.
Ezekiel Gillespie is one of the featured visionaries. Can you tell us a little bit more about him and what he did for African Americans in our state?
Absolutely. Ezekiel Gillespie was just a fascinating person. He was born in 1818 in Tennessee, actually, and was the son of an enslaved woman and her white enslaver. And as a young man, he purchased his own freedom for $800, which, you know, in those days was a lot of money, and made his way eventually to Milwaukee, where in 1851, he opened up a grocery store and even advertised his business in the local paper. But he was very active also in social justice causes and in his community, you know, assisting with freedom seekers along the Underground Railroad. He helped found the first AME church in Wisconsin. And he was really visionary in the sense that his actions were really instrumental in advancing suffrage for African American men. So in 1865, Gillespie attempted to register to vote for the gubernatorial elections, and he was turned away. So he decided he's going to take the election officials to court. And so with the help of attorney Byron Payne, he carried his case all the way to the state Supreme Court, actually. And this landmark case decided that a referendum earlier in 1849 had actually approved suffrage for African American men. And so in the spring election of 1866, Gillespie and other Black Milwaukeeans were able to vote for the first time and endured a lot of abuse, as you may imagine. But, you know, he stood for the face and the voices of so many others who were not perhaps named in that suit, but that he represented. And so he was able to, well before on the national level, African American men were able to vote, allowed that to happen in Wisconsin. So we were ahead of the feds in doing so.
What a fascinating story.
Yeah.
And there's so many more of them out there. Where can people find more information?
You know, they can go to our website, to wisconsinhistory.org, and to find out more of these stories. We have 36 of them, and we encourage everyone to share their favorites on social media so others can hear these stories, and use the hashtag 175WisconsinStories.
Can't wait to read them. It's fascinating. Angela, thanks for being with us today.
Thank you, Angela. Great to see you.
Thank you so much.